Hello, I'm Mary Hughes. I write steamy, wickedly fun, urban fantasy, and romance. This is Biting Christmas Abridged. Nixie and Julian slide into a hot tub honeymoon, but things turn nasty when Santa Vamp and Mrs. Claus show up. This story has been edited for streaming to tone down the intimate scenes. However, the bedroom door is not closed but ajar. Listen at your own discretion. Biting Christmas Abridged Part 1. Nixie and Julian start their honeymoon. I slid into the fizzing steam of the sweets hot tub. Excitement effervesced in my blood as I waited for the naked man of my dreams. Any moment now, a strong thigh would appear in the doorway, prelude to Julian's killer bod and square, competent hands, bringing champagne to toast our first night together as man and wife. Well, not man exactly. Husband and wife then, but with all the physical goodies that entailed. I sank lower into the tub's wet heat in anticipation. Naturally, Home on the Range blasted from the bedroom instead. My cell phone. Worse yet, my mother. Spiccatum! I gave it extra explosive consonants. Julian had been teaching me Latin. Not his uptight lawyer words, but the good ones. Asinus. The phone continued to ring. I slid straight, sloshing water in my agitation. Tonight was my wedding night, for Fuzznut's sake. After a 6-week engagement, translation no sex, I was crawling the walls. Some German mothers were protective. Mine was an armored tank. She'd let us kiss a time or two, but shut it down the instant there was the slightest hint of tongue. Nixie. The naked man of my dreams glided through the doorway with 2 flutes of sec champagne. He was 6 foot plus of lean, muscular power, with stunning blue eyes framed by sweeping coal-black eyelashes, smooth bronzed skin begging to be tasted, and below a jutting 12-inch gavel demanding it. Julian Emerson, high-powered attorney, master vampire, and as of today, all mine. Sweetheart, his silky Boston-cultured voice caressed me. Shall I fetch your phone? Okay, that didn't caress. With a groan, I sank deeper into the water, but not in anticipation this time. If it had been anybody but Mom, I'd have said abso-freaking-lutely not. My most pressing question should have been what to do to him first. Kiss or nibble? Lick my name over his massive pecs? Suck little hickeys down his riptide abs? But with Mom, I suppose, otherwise she'll just call back, hourly. We'd never get anything started. He raised sleek black brows. I can do quite a bit in 59 minutes. Whoo boy! Fan me with a tornado. When it came to sex, Julian had a supernatural advantage. He not only had a vampire's orgasmic bite, he'd had over 1,000 years to perfect his technique. So let me tell you, his technique was pretty darn perfect. You could, I said, but I'd be distracted, bracing myself for the maternal Armageddon. I'd better answer. That's my brave Nixie. He set the flutes on the edge of the jacuzzi and dropped into mist. I don't mean he fell into a fog. He became a river of quicksilver that flowed out of the room. Moments later, he glided back with my juke, deer and antelope still playing. Jukes swivel open. I took out my no-nookie frustrations by cranking it open like a cheap hand fan. Go. Fröhliche Weihnachten, die Linda. My mother insists on using the name she christened me with. Still hoping it'd morph me from a punk musician into something more respectable, like a hooker. Merry Christmas to you too, Mom. My eyes flitted over Julian, leaning his big muscular frame against the door jamb. But I'm a little busy, so if that's all, I'm calling to remind you about dinner tomorrow. Turkey and ham, 2 o'clock. Don't be late, like last time. I wasn't late last time. My mother could guilt St. Nicholas. Wait, what do you mean dinner? Christmas dinner, she said, like she was reasonable and sane. I'm on my honeymoon. I'm not coming to dinner at my parents'. You are still in town, ya? My mother somehow managed to retain her German accent despite being second-generation American. Because you insisted we stay at Otto's bed and breakfast smorgasbord. I'd wanted to jet off immediately. Somewhere warm, like Aruba or Hawaii or even just southern Indiana. Instead, we were braving the Illinois cold in Myers Corners. My hometown burg, like living in a year-round Oktoberfest, is just west of Chicago in miles, but its own tiny country in mindset. Tomorrow is Christmas Day, a time for family. Her tone turned stiff. Would it kill you to spend one day with your aging parents? I winced. Mom, I made pumpkin pie, cinnamon whipped cream. Ow, the old 1-2. Guilt jab, temptation KO. Mom, I would, but Julian and I had plans to stay in bed all day, to relax. Really to try to top our personal best of 7 ways in 7 hours, but I didn't say that out loud. Not only would it be weird talking sex with my mom, I'm pretty sure she still thinks I'm 8 years old, which would make it weirder, although where she thinks the grandkids she wants are coming from, I don't know. Maybe she imagines I'll find them under cabbage leaves, or by sprinkling fairy dust in my morning cereal. Sure enough, she said, relaxing plans for the whole day? Oh, you are watching the old Christmas specials? I eyed Julian. A Christmas special? Well, if I draped his arms with tinsel, put a light in his navel, and hung an ornament on his big branch. I cleared my throat. Sort of. It is not Christmas without the Grinch and Charlie Brown. Do you remember spending whole evenings watching them with the family? She made me watch them. Yes, Mother. You noticed I packed the DVDs for you. Good. I had to take out some ratty old undergarments to make room. I'm surprised at you, Deep Linda. Those undies were so worn you could see right through them. Practically strings. Aren't you worried about getting in an accident? What would the doctors think? I groaned. Spank me with a Stratocaster. My thongs, sheer camisoles, and sexy nightie. Ejected to make room for the Grinch. Thanks, Mom. You're welcome. She never got sarcasm, for which I was eternally grateful. Well, Deet Linda, I will let you get back to It's a Wonderful Life. Goodbye. I shut the phone. And that will be the last interruption of the night, if I have anything to say about it. Julian cringed and looked around. What? Usually when you say something like that, the next thing that happens is the lights go out, and a gang of killer pixies fly in waving miniature meat cleavers. I crossed arms and got surly. It's my honeymoon. If the lights go out, it had better be my sexy husband getting ready to get it on, not a bunch of freaky little bugs with hair buns and axes. If I don't get my full honeymoon treatment, the full treatment, I'll personally kick their glittery buttholas back to Never Never Land. Ah, then I'd better get started. He uncringed, took my phone and set it aside, then slipped into the hot tub and pulled me into his muscular arms. How's your mother? Good. I turned toward him and relaxed. Hey, I was with the naked man of my dreams. Maybe not the wonderful life Mom meant, but it worked for me. But I could be better. I slid one knee over Julian, straddling him. Let's not talk about Mom or pixies, okay? Shall we discuss this? He pressed our bodies together. I'm never tired of the feel of him. This would be our first time in over a month. It would feel like brand new. Oh yeah, discuss away. I rolled against him. He nuzzled my neck, all sharp teeth and hot tongue. His big hand ran down my spine, hit the sweet spot at the base, making my whole spine sing with need. Oh, this was going to be so good. I centered myself over him and wriggled until he was in place. He opened his mouth against my neck. 3, 2, 1. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of Biting Christmas, written by Mary Hughes, copyright 2008-2016. Join me soon for part 2. Thanks for listening.